There's always going to be a finer than you.
Ooh, I dare you to say that.
With more money.
I dare you to say that.
What you gonna say?
There's gonna be a to my face.
I don't know what you gonna say.
To your face.
I'm curious.
Especially if you feel like you need to go get Betty one day.
What you saying? I don't
Because
I
you
like
need to go do that.
I never needed to.
I'm going to tell you there's always going to be somebody finer than you. There's always going to be somebody taller than you.
I know
There's
this.
always going to be somebody with more money than you.
Word.
But I'm still you.
In a big
You're still
In a
fucking
bigger
still just me.
I'm still just you.
I want you to fight, bitch. I want you to do it. I want you to do it.
Get in the car, let's go.
Can't do what your told you to do, ho.
Hey, look, you don't do what the hell you do. Yo, dumb.
She sound like Young Miami.
That's why your ass.
Where they
That's why you get replaced. Not. I'm a goddamn. Yo, dumb ass. Dumb. Oh, you didn't hit me?
I ain't touching you, ho. I ain't touching
You finna go to jail.
I ain't touching
You done hit me, now you finna go to jail, stupid. You done hit me, now you finna go to jail.
Let's go to jail, bitch. Let's go, bitch. Let's go. Let's go.
See, this is why I was trying to leave.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh wait. Hold on.
Let's go then.
That's this whole woman. Yes. You're starting to get it.
Yo,
Lock the door
hey, don't
in,
put
ho.
your goddamn hands on me, man.
Why? Why the brick at? Drop in the bus,
I'm so confused.
So clearly there was another woman in the car.
Oh, in the car.
Yes, that's why I say may this type of love never find me. You ain't have to do all that. All you had to do is like, listen, this is my other girl. Please
No.
respect my girl. Y'all two talk. This is what I'm looking for.
But I think, but well, the difference is that you have to agree on the situation, and apparently there's no agreement on what their situation is.
That's why I said
this could
respectful.
definitely
Be
be
respectful
just a
about
man
it.
that got caught.
I don't know. There's an easier way to fuck up his life. I mean, I wouldn't have kicked his car. There's a much
honestly,
easier way
I
to
really
do
just
it.
pride myself on not being a crazy reactive type girl.
Yeah.
Yet.
I literally just exit and you will never hear from me ever again.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like that drives men way crazier than trying to like fuck up your car or trying to like be so crazy.
I'm definitely not. But
I've never even attempted. Like there's never been a situation that I've ever had to do anything like that. But I can't see myself doing anything like that because if a nigga had me that fucked up,
There's a problem.
Yeah, like I can't even see how that would help my cause. You would just never hear from me ever again. And I could imagine a nigga will be calling down my phone 115 times, but you're just
120.
never going to hear from me ever again.
I'm here for it. I am. I'm sorry. Like, no, Rome was saying that based on the last video that he's saying, well, you go ahead.
You ain't got to do all that. I mean, if we're doing the whole Constitution thing, yes, he should have been honest.
No, without the Constitution.
Oh, well then.
I'm the one that brought that up.
Okay, then he could have just done this more player than that and just had a conversation with his girl.
Niggas lame, right? Yeah.
That's all you got to do. That's you just.
Right, because I think the conversation leads to the Constitution. And that's why there's a huge disconnect between like how we're able to operate in having big boy and big girl conversations.
Again, the necessary conversations.
No, the conversation leads to the Constitution. You have to have difficult conversations in order to like establish a precedent for how your relationship is going to work. Without that, you're kind of making assumptions, based on society or based on what you think the other person may want. It doesn't work. We have to evolve. And honestly, even if we don't choose to evolve, I think that we are at a, what is the word? Precipice? Is that the word? Yeah, we're
on the verge.
Well, but that wasn't the first. but that wasn't the first thing that came to mind.
They can't say smart niggas.
Sorry, precipice is what came to mind. But like, we're at a point where we're going to be forced into having these conversations simply because like things are like, you know, you like rotate a crop. Like we rotate crops in this day and age, like way faster than our predecessors.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are going to, even if we don't choose to, we're going to be forced to have these conversations to figure out how as we evolve to like be together. Like there's, I don't see any other options because no one taught us how to have these conversations. We are pushed into these situations where, yeah, we don't know what to do. Like we're gonna we're gonna be pushed into that if we don't just, you know, if the onus isn't on us to just go ahead and have these hard conversations and figure out like how do we make things work going forward.
So if you don't have these conversations, then you're actually missing out on a whole community of people that are actually looking for what you're looking for.
Yeah.
All it takes is honesty. So you have to have these hard conversations. Find your people. Find your tribe. Stop getting with somebody that don't want what you want, but you want to pretend that you want what they want just to be ungrateful and just to be unhappy. Bless you.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. And that is why I'm saying it's so hard to hear that. Like, it's just mad. It's so hard to hear that Alan made up this fictitious person, the 6 whatever with the 7 figures, and you like, he better only choose me. You're allowed to do that though.
I am,
You're allowed to want
but
that.
it's not even he better choose me. It's we chose each other, and
yes, but he also again didn't tell you that he also wanted Betty. You told him he can't even have the conversation with you about Betty because you already said from the gate it's a no-go. So we can't even talk about Betty.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
and that's what I'm saying. You coming into it with just completely closed. Like, this is it. I'm the only one. All them other girls you had before me, don't look at them. Don't talk to them. They better be out your phone. You should be grown enough. You want this relationship.
Hold on, because I'm going to stop this narrative right here. Ooh. I think that we are talking about something that isn't very normal. So the normal thing is to have a monogamous relationship. Right now. Okay. Right now.
And that's where you lose me.
Hold on.
Because that's
I'm not losing
true.
anything.
People get cheated on every day, B.
Okay. I'm not saying people, when you're in a monogamous relationship and a man steps out and has sex with another person, of course, yes, that's cheating.
Or a woman steps out and has sex with another person, say them both.
Of course. Okay. That's cheating.
Get down.
But we are now coming into a time where poly relationships are being accepted, but that is not the norm. And I just want to like put that out there because when I say if I choose my man and he chooses me, this is a monogamous relationship. So there should be no Betty or Roberta or
Stacey Ann.
There should be nobody else.
Should be.
There should be like
Shouldn't
that's
be.
where you.
No, to be fair, what she's saying is that if they are making a decision to both choose each other, there really shouldn't be anybody else.
Because if there is anybody else, yes, that's cheating and that's bad. We all know that that's bad. Now, if that's like
hit my hand.
But if your desire is to be in a poly relationship, then don't let anybody get you into anything that you don't want to be in. And that's where we're having a difference in talking about what we're talking about.
Because that's the hard conversation.
But if your desire is to be in a poly relationship.
You keep calling it a poly relationship.
Quick question.
So what is it?
Wait. I don't know. Bunch of niggas. But listen, quick question.
What are we talking about? Sorry. Before we, I don't know what you're about to say, but I don't know if you're about to switch the subject or something.
Not at all.
But what are we talking about? Because I'm saying a poly relationship because
I feel attacked.
Because you want to, as a man, be with multiple females. If that's not what it is, then what is? I thought we put a name on this.
Oh my God.
Like what are we talking about? Are we talking about a man having 2 different girlfriends? That
you're talking about a man being in a relationship with you and wanting another relationship. We're not talking about that. He's talking about the nature of a man finding women attractive, the nature of women finding multiple men attractive. Y'all just handle that shit differently than us. And when we're vocal about it, you say, no, I don't even want to have the conversation. We can't have those hard conversations.
So this question, so essentially the premise is about having hard conversations.
That's what I said. And she's talking about, nah, we both monogamous. We not both monogamous. You made me monogamous.
No,
but
and I said
wait.
no, because you said that I wouldn't even talk about Betty. Why the fuck are we talking about Betty? If I'm in a monogamous relationship and it's just us two, what the fuck are we talking about
Because
Betty?
where did Betty go when we got together?
What do you mean?
No, but Rome, she did say
Tights are
like
disgusting.
we've had a conversation as far as I'm choosing you and you're choosing me. So in my mind, if you've had that conversation,
But let's go deeper.
okay, layers.
Let's go deeper than the I
Onion.
choose you, you chose me, right? How about, hey, listen, you a pretty attractive dude. I know you got a roster.
This is something you got to say up front though. See that's
Yes, and that's what
that's part of the
these are the
problem.
conversations. I know you got a roster, so how about this? I'm giving you this amount of time to drop all that before we worry about that. I know it sounds crazy, but you either want to have this conversation ahead of time, or you want to be surprised
wrong.
because you thinking I'm going to drop Betty, Roberta, Justine, all of them, all 7, 8 of them, right?
Where's
And now
Keisha?
you doing what? You doing what you doing?
Wait, no. I want to say this. I will never forget one time I was dating somebody. He's my cousin's best friend. And he came to me and was like, I'm trying to date just you.
Mhm.
I was like, okay. You know, and I'm not, but then he went on to like explain, he's like, so if you trying to date just me, if we're on the same page, like what you doing with your
Yes.
other
And
situations
that's a
or whatever.
conversation that he broached,
Yeah.
right? So
Mhm.
if a nigga ain't coming up to you and say, hey, I'm only trying to date you, take him as he got a roster.
But he already knew who he was fucking with, so
That would literally save.
he already knew who
I'm not even in a laughing like I.
He already knew what the deal. No, he did. But the thing is that he also like my cousin is his best friend, so like he really couldn't.
Yeah, some intel on you.
Well, I wasn't saying that, but like
He did.
Well, no, he did have intel, but he also can't like act a fool. Like
Because he got intel on you.
Exactly. Like, what are you talking?
yeah, because of my
I gotta walk away. Honestly, I really don't even know what's going on anymore.
You have one man on the couch and I'm fighting my fight.
I don't even know what's happening.
Or from there, stop there. We just have sex and now you're not worried about relationship.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure you
Don't
put
let
that in
it
there.
be good. No.
But you just skipped over. This is what you did. You went like this and you went like this. You forgot the middle part where we're having
What's
the
the middle part? What's the middle part?
The middle part is, hey, you recognize that I have the desires, right?
But you have eyes.
I have,
We all do.
right?
No, they don't know. That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't think I'm gonna find somebody finer than you? There's always gonna be somebody finer than you.
So,
but I
perfect.
chose you.
Word. Say that again.
I said I'm always gonna find somebody finer than you. There's always gonna be somebody finer than you.
That's what I
But
wanna
I
hear.
chose you. You're my man,
Mhm.
and it's us. It's here. It's here. This is the Constitution. This is what we agreed on. Us being one and one. There's always gonna be a nigga finer than you, nigga.
Ooh, I dare you to say
With
that.
more
to me.
money.
I dare you to say
What
that.
you
to
gonna
me.
say?
There's gonna be a nigga to my face.
I don't know.
To
What you
your
gonna
face?
say?
To your face.
I'm curious.
Especially if you feel like you need to go get Betty one day.
What you saying? I don't
Because
I
you
like
need to go do that.
I never needed to.
I'm going to tell you there's always going to be somebody finer than you. There's always going to be somebody taller than you.
I know
There's
this.
always going to be somebody with more money than you.
Word.
But I'm still fucking
bigger dick.
just you.
And a bigger dick.
You're still
And a
fucking,
bigger
You're still
dick.
fucking just me.
I'm
I
still
love
better
that.
fucking
hairline.
just you.
Mm.
I mean, Rome has a great hairline,
Thank
and
you.
a better hairline.
I mean, I'm
Word.
I'm trying to get Rome,
And
but
full teeth.
I'm
No missing side teeth.
I'm trying to punch him where if it'll hurt him, but he got a
But
good
he has
hairline.
a good hairline.
He does.
And my ego's cool.
Like that.
I'm cool with that. But I want that energy. That's literally the energy that we're saying, but we just don't say that out loud like you said it.
That is the problem.
If we
us
choose
not
to be in a
having.
monogamous relationship, there should be no Betty. There should be no Betty. Yes, you have eyes. Yes, you can see that there's another woman that's beautiful. Let that be. just that.
Can we talk about her?
You can see if she's open to that, but if she's not, then
You give me permission to see if she's open to that?
no.
not
You
what
just, I just what I heard.
No. I said, no. He can ask the question, hey, Betty is attractive. Would you ever be interested in doing a threesome or
Can't even say it like that. That's a
you
no.
know, I'm just saying that starts the conversation. And I can calmly just respond, yeah, no, I'm good on that. I just want it to be me and you.
Like, I know, but Kevin fine though. Would you be interested? Since we talking about interesting, since we talking about what's interesting, I'm just saying. I mean,
since you're open to those kind of things,
situations, yeah.
I seen a nigga in a grocery,
That's
and he be
crazy.
there every Tuesday.
The grocery.
Singular. All right, we ready for
So
number
okay.
5.
It's
Number
okay for him,
5,
but it's
yeah.
not okay for me.
She don't even want that. She just wants
I
to
don't
have
even
that
want-
over your
first-
head. She don't even want the shit. She just
It
saying
doesn't
it
have-
because
Thank you.
There are
do
women
you
that
want
do.
that? You want to train?
Why are you asking about me?
He was just asked you.
I'm asking to prove a point.
Yes, Amanda wants 2 niggas. Now what?
Don't even leave it
First
at
of
2.
all,
Make it 3.
First of all, viral for what? This nigga just wants two women, but
No, I
if
didn't. I didn't say that at all.
Number 6 or 5 or
Yeah.
whatever,
What's the
whatever the
next
fuck
one?
we are.
before
Jesus
they
Christ.
piss me completely off.
I won that.
Because he keep bringing up Betty from 30 minutes ago.
I didn't even know Betty existed.
Nobody.
Are they on a family vacation?
She not even swiping it up.
Just on vacation.
Why is it still there?
I'm just saying because he knows that I want to
JJ, go over there real quick. JJ,
Alright.
go. And put on a whole in this. But why they keep texting you?
Because
Why they keep texting you?
he's my friend.
So text your friend, I want to meet him.
Oh,
Tell him your fiance wants to meet him. Tiffany, I'm not joking. Who the f- is that? And they keep texting you.
it's just one text. He just misses my lips.
You just cheating on me, DeMarcus. It's not even what it look like, man. Damn. Man, listen, bro. Just because I cheated one time, that make me a cheater? Yeah. So if I cut hair one time, that make me a barber? You ain't even thinking.
I think that that's fake, but we can still talk about it.
What is it to talk about? She was cheating. Text said, I'm missing your lips right now. They was on
First of
vacation.
all,
It was palm
name
trees.
saved with a whole bunch of kissy heart emojis. Like she wasn't even
Messy.
trying to be low.
Yeah.
Missing your lips right now. That's just a
I'll be
friend.
honest. She don't know what the fuck she doing.
She don't.
Like, if you doing that, you gotta have your
Girls aren't used to cheating. She's just all over the place.
What?
yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, be smart. Like,
She forgot to turn her notifications off because she was on vacation and she was drunk.
but why didn't she do that? You do these things beforehand, just like you might have a vitamin or one of those like don't get me drunk juices. You know what I mean? Like before you drink.
Yeah.
Like, why would she not set up her phone if she gonna have a phone outside?
I think the generation.
Well, obviously with a
Caught
name,
lacking.
with a contact saved like that, her nigga definitely doesn't see her phone.
I'm gonna be honest. When people be having a contact with a whole bunch of googly
Bullshit.
eyes and emojis and shit, I'm not updating that shit. I don't want that in my phone.
Grow up.
Yeah, nigga,
it's
your
not
name
even
is James.
No, but it's not even about the update.
Like,
she did that.
No, I'm just saying, like, no, I don't want all that. Cause no. Some people,
No, I know some people put that for themselves,
Yeah.
but that man didn't put that for himself.
Mm.
She created that contact
look.
for him.
My
so
neighbor-
that tells me that
Hold
her boyfriend doesn't see her phone often or doesn't go through her phone. Fine.
Hold on.
They're creating a video, and honestly, my texts are just like that. Sometimes when somebody texts me, you'll see the text message come up. Sometimes you could take that off with Apple. You could take it off and it'll just say the contact name and text message.
All
So
I know,
the preview doesn't show up.
Mm-mm.
But I mean, I've never gone to the lengths to take that off. So anybody text me, you could see the whole text message, whatever. So
my neighbor texted me today. One of my neighbors in Houston, and she got a whole bunch of emojis and shit next to her name. It could look like she my girlfriend, but I fucking X that out. I don't want all of that in my phone. Like, get out of here. I don't want your new picture. I want the picture I had 7 years ago.
It'd be the pictures for me, like
get out of here.
You're posting your picture on my.
But I have for like my family, like people close to me, like I have baby pictures of everybody. Like I got my daddy's kid picture, my mama, like my cut, like friends, like anybody close to me. Like I have your kid picture in my phone. I don't want that shit FaceTimed and all of that.
Send you mine.
No, nigga. Oh, your kid picture?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You have yours too?
Not on my phone. No,
I actually just
it.
took a
send
4
it to
pictures
me.
of my.
That's what I want.
Younger self.
I love it.
I feel like, especially on a group, not a group trip, but like a trip with your man, be prepared.
Yeah.
Not encouraging cheating at all, but like,
say that.
She tripping for real though. Like, you know what? She wanted that nigga to find out. That's what it was.
Just my friend. He's just.
No,
had
she
her like
wanted
in a
him.
fucking.
He wasn't playing games.
And she was trying to get out the headlock. Just my friend.
These men are too scared to say it, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. You need to stop all this. Ain't nobody got time to vibrate you, fuck you, suck you, do all these things just so you can get off. And then if he don't accomplish the mission, oh, he's whack. That's why I do it by myself. Nah, like nobody can compete with 6,000 watts. What the you mean? Competition is out of there. Ain't no way. And that's what I'm saying. Like this just makes you so unlikable. It makes when a woman, to me, when she talks about she has a rose toy just sitting on the counter like that shit's cute. That's and disgusting. Like, you can't wait to be touched. Like you can't wait for to lick on you, kiss on you. Weird behavior. That's weird as like my man's leaving for 2.5, 3 weeks. Do you think I'm gonna sit up there and be like, oh yeah, let me see what's going on down there? No, I'm going to wait for him to come the back. That's what I'm saying. Like women these days are so overly freaked. It's insane.
I feel like I don't really understand
the patriarchy.
I really don't even understand the point of her making this video, to be honest.
She got a rug on her steering wheel. I don't
corner hanging on in the thing.
Is that what that is?
Isn't that the funny vibrator y'all got?
I mean, I have one.
Oh, well.
I mean, I have one.
I
don't know what that is.
What was my first point? I just feel like
we should ignore her.
Very much pick me. And you have you have a man, but why are you being pick Misha right now? Who are you trying to impress? If a woman wants to use, she buys that are created for women, literally. Why are you mad? You got a man? Why are you mad?
I agree.
Yeah, why is that your business? Why is that your concern that you're making a video about it?
I agree.
And to be honest, your man is going on a 2-3 week vacation and you're waiting for him to come back? Good luck to you.
Ooh.
Okay?
Well, next. What's her name? Rich somebody? She has a carpet on her steering wheel. I don't want to talk to her. Like, how you maneuver out of like a, you know what I'm saying? Like today, I busted a crazy U-turn, and if I had a carpet on my shit, it wouldn't have worked.
I think her
she has bad judgment. That's how I feel. Bad judgment.
Steering wheel carpet. I mean, her steering wheel stink.
We'll do this after, but I'm interested to see her comments and if it's like a whole bunch of men in there, of course, saying like, "Yeah, girl, for real,
yes,
that ass."
Wait, men say that in the girl comments on these?
You know what?
That's
probably not in the same words, but
it's entitled "I'm Tired, Boss." So it says, I'm a 29-year-old man. I recently kicked my cheating ex-girlfriend out of the house. We were together for 9 months and was seriously talking about engagement. Then I caught her cheating. I really thought I might have found the one because I've always been a hopeless romantic. First red flag. I usually have terrible luck dating because I'm too nice. I was always raised with kindness and to always see the good in others. After this last relationship, I'm just tired. I'm turning 30 soon with no future of a marriage or a family in sight. Here's the thing. I'm not an unattractive person. I've always been told I'm very attractive and I'm genuinely a good person. I always help others wherever I can. One thing though that deters some women is the fact that I'm only 5'5". It's all right. So am I. I have no issues with my height whatsoever. It's how God made me. After this recent breakup, I'm so sick of people telling me that I deserve better or that someone will come and treat you the way you deserve. I'm sick and tired of it. I have a great supporting cast around me, but I still feel so alone.
One thing that immediately comes to my mind is, why can we alter everything about ourselves but not our height? I feel so bad for the short kings.
No, you can.
You can?
Yeah. They do. They like break your leg and add a leg in there and
Add a leg in there.
or add a bone in there and
They put these things and like they turn them and they like make you
taller.
You can do it. It's a whole process though. Like you can do it.
Painful, most
Super
likely.
painful.
Yeah.
You can do
I
it.
could imagine.
I'm gonna be honest. I know some short guys.
Y'all do this every week, and
And
the population isn't over 6'1".
I'm
So
not against it. I don't know. Maybe he's like misplacing his like gripes. Maybe like why does he think it's height?
I don't think that it's connected to his height, but
the fact that he brought it up, I think that
I think that that's why he has trouble dating. Period. Not that had anything to do with
okay.
this situation. But I think 5'5" is a little under average for even short kings. No, seriously.
What's
I feel
average,
like
like
the short kings are usually like still in the fives, like 5'8", 5'9".
what are they gonna be 4s?
I ain't gonna lie,
No,
y'all.
but still, I think that I feel like when we say short kings, like short men are usually just the same height as average women.
Yeah. That's what I normally think. But I'm gonna tell you something. The other day, the plumber came to my house in Houston, and he was so short. Like I felt like I wanted to like give him a hug. Like he was.
Do plumbers be tall? I feel like they got to be short.
What?
No, he was so short to the
Plumbers
point
be
where I
tall.
literally text my dad, and I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, he is so small. Only because my dad found him. He's like his
They
guy.
can get under the sink and get things.
They're probably better at doing
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying.
I don't know. They was in there working though. I ain't gonna lie. He fixed it, but it was also his job, so he had to fix it.
Yeah.
Like he did the plumbing. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like he's conflating things that don't have anything to do with each other because, like, you being 5'5", that doesn't affect your personality. That doesn't affect like how you interact with people. That doesn't affect your looks.
It
Doesn't affect
That was
whether you have a
definitely
missing side
just-
tooth or not.
He was
Like-
definitely just dumping on himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Young man.
And a man who does things like that is just like, I actually understand. Like, let's hear what is great about you, which he did point out, but don't point out what you think is not working for you.
But I
I think that he's being very,
that's his own like
yeah, but he's not afraid to be like, I could imagine him like trying to date and be like, I know I'm 5'5", but I really like you. Don't say that. Like,
I would never. I'm like, oh, I know I got little titties, but you know, I'm just like, why would you ever call that shit out?
that's what I'm saying.
You know
like,
what? He probably has low self-esteem.
that's actually more accurate.
Y'all are getting closer. Say it. I want you to say what's really going on.
I don't know.
No, but
I would never know.
so what's the real insecurity?
Okay.
Oh yeah, please let us know because
I was like, yeah,
I'm gonna
what
let
is?
y'all didn't get the first part where he said he was a hopeless romantic.
oh yeah,
Okay, that's a problem for you. You said that was a red
No,
flag.
I'm saying like
I think it was a red flag.
Yeah, why? I didn't
don't think-
understand that.
I don't think you can come out the gate and say I'm a hopeless romantic as a man.
or a woman.
I think as a woman it's just expected that you because she's been
No.
watching Disney and princesses all
That's
her life.
her, not on this street.
But like as a man, I don't think that I think that has to be discovered. Like you could do nice things for a woman, you could take care of her, you could treat her, you could
You just shouldn't
Spoil
say
her.
that.
but like coming out
I agree.
at 5'5", she's in your house, living with you after 9 months.
That is weird.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all didn't
I
catch
just-
on any
I
of that.
think okay.
Is that gonna
I
be on
also
camera?
think that this is the formula for that kind of nice guys finish last kind of.
But that's him setting him own self up for that.
Yeah.
I know, and there's a problem with how he's approaching his dating life.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because honestly, nice guys don't have to finish last. They set themselves up for that. They really do.
Can't disagree.
More detail.
Can't.
Please. What do you mean?
Because the thing is that just because you're a nice guy, so to me, a nice guy is just a decent fucking human being. Now, a decent human being versus somebody you can run over.
Exactly.
That's two different things. Yeah.
When we say nice guys finish last, that parentheses, pushover. A guy who is going to label it being nice, but he's literally just going to let you do whatever you want and run all over him. And, oh, I'm nice, so I paid for her and her 5 friends' drinks, even though this was supposed to be a date. So I'm nice. She invited some people, so, you know, it's just like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
No, maybe you don't know what you're doing, actually. Let me stop.
Maybe he's just being nice.
He is that's not how you be nice and get the respect
Agreed.
in dating that you desire.
Yeah.
Now they don't respect you. Now they know that you're the guy that is gonna pay and guys don't want to be looked at as pay pigs. But now that I know that you're nice.
I heard about that on Law and Order.
I told y'all about that last week. That's where you heard it from.
You did?
Yes.
Did he?
And also, it's very.
Neither of us remember this.
We'll go
roll
back.
the tapes. I don't remember.
I'm gonna tag you in it.
3 of
But
us don't
also,
remember.
so it's kind of confusing because
Okay.
you're single, or I don't know your situation.
I'm single. I'm always single.
Okay, you're single for the camera. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So there's mad rules. Like a nigga can be nice but not too nice. He had it. He had the money and he paid for your friends. But now you're saying you don't respect him. Y'all got like
detail.
give me the
He
details.
he paid for his friends when it was supposed to be her friends, when it's supposed to be a date. You invited friends here because it was like, oh, this nigga is paying. Pull up.
Yep.
They took advantage. When
Okay.
you can
And
easily
he
take
allowed it.
advantage of a man and he's allowing it.
Okay, I got you then. I feel you.
It's the green light to continue taking advantage of him. And the thing is that perfect example, like say if we were at Lavender or whatever, right? Shout out Lavender in Brooklyn.
Shout out Lavender Room.
So shout out Lavender Room in Brooklyn. But it's like, say if we were at Lavender, right? And my husband comes there. Like, if we're eating, he's going to pay for your food because literally just off GP, because we're sitting there eating, he's obviously going to pay for mine, you know? But if he and I are on a date and then I invite 4 other people that aren't supposed to be there and he pays, you can see how that's a different situation where he would be taken advantage of.
I get the concept completely, but I mean, it's so tricky. Y'all make dating sound like mad tricky because it's like be nice but not that nice.
Yeah, but honestly, when you say that, it's not about don't be too nice.
Right.
It's really just finding the respect for yourself. When you have respect for yourself,
You have
when
boundaries.
you have boundaries,
Yeah.
you know how to you know how to walk into a room and say, this is what I'm about. This is who I am. Nobody's going to play with you when you demand that, when you hold that. Nobody can't.
Even if you 5'5".
Okay, just crazy scenario. What if he just had money?
He could just have money.
Easily.
Okay,
But
cool. So
but
say he
it's
just
a
had
different-
money.
But it's a different story if he says, okay, date's finished. Everything was cool. I'm going to a next spot. Okay, maybe I'll invite some of my friends because my friends might be at that spot. You want to call some of your girls? Drinks are on me. That's different. That's a man having money that is offering to pay, for you and your friend's night, than a girl saying, yo, pull up to this spot.
And imposing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A man can have money and offer to, and he wants to spend it. That's fine. That's a different scenario.
Because he's still doing it. So like, where's the respect that you have for him that you're not checking it? Like you're taking advantage. You're inviting your friends to come out, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's on you. You don't respect him. Off rip.
Exactly. That's what
But
she's
they
saying.
don't.
That's what
'Cause
she's saying.
Well, I'm going to respect a man who don't respect himself.
Yeah, but
And I'm not saying that me personally.
how do you know he didn't respect himself before you invited your friends? Like you didn't respect him to begin with.
I mean, they've been together 9 months and they living together. First of all, red flag. Why you moving in with somebody after 9 months?
And she cheated.
And she cheated. I don't know. Young man,
Young man.
please stop being a hopeless romantic. That's just not. I mean, honestly, that doesn't end well for men or women.
It doesn't. And to answer your question, you do know when you can get over on somebody just by their personality. And especially when you lack confidence and you don't exude that respect, you don't exude that confidence that I honestly, it's so attractive when you do. So you need to find that. You need to find that your dating life, especially if you're worried about 5'5" being like deterring you from, dating the way you want your dating life to be going. You need to get that confidence up there.
I will say this.
Nobody can fuck with you if you got that confidence. I'm not lying.
Would he be wrong? Would he be wrong if you invited your 5 friends and he said, bet if you bring your 5 friends,
I'm smashing all of them.
I'm hitting at least 2 of them. Would you respect him for that, or would he be being disrespectful?
I ain't mad at
but
him.
now I know don't play with him. All right. He got like exactly. Like, ooh, I thought I was about to get over on him, but he just showed me who the fuck he is.
Stay in your place.
Yeah. So I might not fuck with him anymore, but now I know.
But why wouldn't you fuck with him though? Wouldn't you respect him?
But he's the kind of guy that want to fuck my friends. Okay, I'm not into that kind of. No, yeah, I'm not into that.
Y'all got so many like little loopholes you go through.
I don't know. Is that a normal thing? That's not normal for me.
It's not normal for you to invite your 5 friends and think I'm paying for them.
I'm not saying that's normal. I'm saying that's disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah.
They tried to get over on him. I'm not saying that's normal, but also I don't think it's normal for him to feel like if he pays, he got to be fucking.
So you introduce the disrespect, and they get mad when he meets your disrespect.
With disrespect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
he could be mad. He could go home, be mad, and be like, "Fuck! I just spent $500 fucking dollars on that girl and her 5 friends, and I didn't even expect to spend $500 tonight." He could go home being fucking mad too. I'm not saying he not mad.
I don't think he's mad because if he was willing to spend it, he probably had it, and and if it wasn't you, he's going to do it.
Just because you had it doesn't mean that you intended on spending it.
Okay.
Like I said, if he offered to spend it, that's a different story.
Like I said, young man, please don't be a hopeless romantic.
I think hopeful romantic.
Hopeful?
Be a hopeful romantic. That hopeless shit will get you fucking lost and stomped on and
hopeless?
Taken. He's hopeless. You say he's a hopeless romantic.
Okay, my bad.
Be a hopeful romantic. Like, have your standards about your shit because she gonna invite her friends and you gonna be left with dry.
No, I don't like this. I gave him a scenario and
I met your scenario.
Honestly, so I do want to. I want to revisit this.
I'm just saying.
Being a nice guy is just being a decent human being. That's all it is. And I think that a lot of people will say that nice guys get run over, but I think that they have something else going on. It's more than them just being a decent person.
It's not a problem for him because, like, you know what? I may be winning this girl over, and it's really not a big thing to me because I got the money.
And she gonna let me smash.
Okay, yeah, exactly. She gonna let me smash. I'm falling in love with her.
Yeah, but this whole scenario changes if the guy's attractive and not 5'6". This whole scenario changes.
But he is attractive.
To him.
No, he said other people say it.
Who gonna say, oh, you know, if they call me ugly all the time, they call me brokey.
I ain't confident. Hey, yeah. And lame as fuck.
I know one of those.
Wait, guy, and I'm not gonna lie, I be on Reddit a lot. It be some weird shit on there. I mean, people ask about any fucking thing. I mean, so if he wrote into us, I would agree with you, but Reddit is just kind of, it's a community. You know, people want to get other people's advice.
There should be a place where men ask men questions.
I agree.
And
what I was about to say, room.
I don't know. You could write me something, right? I know you got Ask Amanda, right? You could do a right wrong, right?
Right.
But I want you to really write me something that's like from a confident person, like a real problem, and it's not something where you ever had a problem getting women or you had a problem.
So what kind of problems you looking to solve?
I was about
a real one, a problem that I could relate to.
Look at you creating filters in the problems you're willing to solve.
Where can I get steroids, bro?
But
I'll be able to tell him, like, yeah.
What I wanted to ask is, would you ever?
No, he ain't writing in nowhere.
I was like, writing into Reddit?
Hell no.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't even know what a Reddit is.
It's a It's a place. It's a forum.
This guy.
Right. And just like how people
He's
ask
50, y'all.
ask
It's
Amanda,
okay. Don't judge him.
Yeah, I understand, but what am I writing for? To get the people's opinions?
Yeah.
people's opinion on whatever problem you got going on in your relationship.
So I'm writing in to get other people's opinions.
Correct.
On me.
Correct.
I'm good.
It's not really a Sagittarius thing.
I don't need an opinion. I don't need an opinion. Your opinion holds no value of who I am.
And why is that? 0.
Because I'm confident.
Okay.
You just answered the question.
And that,
So I
and
did
that
that?
was the point.
You saw how I did that?
Because the fact that he was even writing into Reddit was a problem in itself.
But that's why I'm asking them for the right Rome. People who are confident, like what's really going on in your life?
Right,
Like,
Rome.
right
Guys,
Rome.
wait, hold on. Guys, tell us in the comments, do y'all want a right Rome? Y'all don't want to write me.
First of all, I feel like both of them, as soon as I read out the situations people be writing in,
We already had an answer.
y'all be like, man, both of them.
Because they
Be
start
like,
off.
they already know.
They start off with the bullshit. That's why. I start off
Yeah,
with
they
like,
meandering through the bullshit.
So I've been with this girl for 23 years. She never came home.
like, what are you talking about? What's
Yeah.
she doing here?
Whoever wanted to write to you said absolutely not.
Wait, no, guys, let us know in the comments.
but I'm
Do
saying-
y'all want to see right Rome?
There's more than like sappy stuff.
No,
like,
there is. Absolutely.
What if men have just questions?
I agree.
Just life questions. I don't know. Men like, hey,
I agree.
I've been feeling this way. How would you handle this? You know? And
I want y'all to ask me some questions.
Yeah.
I know y'all not, but whatever.
Because according to Alan told me, because we were having that conversation earlier, Alan said that I'm stoic because it takes.
bit.
I'm going to have to look into that to see what it means. So funny about that.
Well, actually, no. Well,
I'm about to say
hold
I'm
on.
SOS, so I can.
I
show
can
you.
see while someone will say that you're stoic, but like as far as I know you, I don't feel like you are. I feel like you are very just measured in your responses to certain stimuli, meaning you don't things aren't going to necessarily like get a rise out of you.
Yeah.
Even if it's just outlandish, it's some crazy shit. You be like, well, and then you respond. You know what I mean? Like you don't just go off the chain.
I'm not like an instant reactor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I have to be pushed.
Mhm.
That's my thing. Like you have to get me into like
Yeah.
the red in order for me to like not think about the consequences or
Well, how to
think long
push
term.
you?
Huh?
How to push you?
How to push me?
Mhm.
I really couldn't give you that. Why would I want to tell you that?
Exactly. Why would anybody do that?
Yeah.
Never.
Anyways, we're ready for you.
All right.
Speaking of stoicism, add that to your dictionary words.
I'm sorry. I'm getting tired of that, by the way.
What this?
Yeah, because I feel like it's not for us.
How
Wait.
do you guys
Then-
feel like you differ in a relationship and when you're single? Now I know y'all be having some like Sag energy going on, so I don't know if you guys' answers would be like similar or different, whatever. But do you feel like you're different in your marriage than you were when you were single?
I think the one thing that is different is knowing that I'm responsible to and for somebody else. Like I'm responsible, my actions, obligations, everything. Like I'm responsible to my husband, and I'm also responsible for him. So I think that's the only thing, because I don't ever recall having that consideration before being married. And for me, that's the only thing that changed. Like I literally will never forget. We got married, like whatever day it was. It was Saturday. And then I remember the next day waking up, because we were at the villa. And so we obviously slept where the wedding was. I remember waking up the next day and just like fucking exorcist. Like I was like, oh my God.
I gotta make my man breakfast. No.
We're at the house. There's definitely help for that. But no, it was just more so like, oh my God. And the thing is that we were already married, because remember I told you we got married at the plant.
Mm-hmm.
His uncle married us. But I think like after the ceremony, blah, 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 whatever, and it's like, oh my God, it's real now. And it's like, oh my God, I have to start, like my frame of mind has to be that I have to consider somebody else versus like, oh, I'm just being considerate. Like now I have to consider how my decisions affect this other person. You know, and I think that for me, that was the biggest difference in being married. And not honestly, when I was in a relationship, I mean, I guess when we were just dating, I guess I considered it. But in my mind, if you're not married, you're single. So I didn't really move. Like, why am I moving like I'm somebody's wife when I'm not somebody's wife? What you mean? Like, I'm just saying. Like, I mean, I'm be real. Like, that's how you get a game. Like, that, literally, I think that's what women go wrong. Like, you're acting like you're somebody's wife, or even men, you're acting like you're somebody's husband, but you're not. And
so they do that?
Huh?
Where do they do that?
I think that people do it.
I don't know those.
Can you
men.
explain what acting like somebody's husband?
I would like that, but I don't know those men.
Like, I don't know because I've never been a husband. But what I'm saying is that I'm extrapolating like how women are, like those expectations and how we act.
Maybe paying the bills. That's being someone's husband. Mm-hmm.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't looking like when we were dating, like I never asked my husband for any, or my now husband, be my boyfriend or fiance, whatever. I've never asked for anything. Like it was very clear that I could take care of Aaron Campbell, and if I can't, I got a daddy. Don't need you. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's the parenting, rearing part or whatever. But there were times when, like, say my house got flooded, or like I was doing a construction and like shit didn't go right and I lost some money. Like he'll send me like 5 stacks or something. I'd be like, oh, thank you. Incredibly grateful, but never asked for it, you know? And I never wanted to like be dependent like that because I always wanted to be able to stand on my own, you know? And again, I think it's because I have boomer parents and a boomer daddy and, you know, whatever. So I don't know. Nothing really changed for me as far as being married until I was like, I am literally responsible to somebody else. And like what I do doesn't just affect me. What I do affects a whole nother person. You know what I mean? So if I go out wilding, tripping out, because I used to be in the streets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that would be your single difference then.
Yeah, but I don't think that.
Yeah, because I more so want to know about like any change in your personality. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying.
You feel a little softer or anything?
No. That's what I'm saying. I think the only difference is like knowing that my actions will affect somebody else.
Okay.
So marriage isn't a guaranteed soft life for women.
Why would I don't know? Are people saying that?
I feel like that's the goal of a woman, to be married and have a soft life. Isn't a husband supposed to provide the soft life?
Is?
I mean, so see, I think it's a little different. You have to understand. So like we were married, I think for 1.5 years before we even lived in the same house.
Okay.
Because I still had my shit going on, and I, you know, like you can't just up and move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like you got to find a job. I didn't have a all-wheel drive car. I had to buy a new car. You need that in New York. Like there's just so many things that like had to fall into place before I could move, you know. And we're also building a house. So there's just a lot of things going on. But I never expected my husband to give me a soft life, but I did expect, like, if I'm moving to where you are and I'm sacrificing my friendships and my business here and my family and X, Y, and Z, then like, I mean, you gotta pay the bills at least, right? I mean,
I actually
you have to give me a house to live in, right? Because mind you, I already own my own house with 2 additional properties. That's the difference. So you can't tell me like come to New York and now I'm finna pay half. I got a house. I got a mortgage. I got tenants. And I think that's the difference with me. I'm not saying that that's everybody's situation, but when I moved back to Houston after we got out of law school, like I already knew what I was gonna do. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, at a minimum, if you trying to be somebody's husband, don't you gotta prepare a place for them to live? Right? Maybe not. I don't know.
I ain't nobody's husband. So.
Oh, well. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Alan, tell me. You tell me.
You gotta.
And my husband's Caribbean, just like you. So
you gotta make a nest. Is that what you had to do?
You see, Alan put these people up in this big house.
Put these people up in that big house.
Right.
And I'm like, look,
Alan's house way bigger than mine. We were still living apart. I was in Houston. He was in New York. And I was like, if we're making decisions about us as a unit and the goal is for me to leave my home, my friends, my family, my community, and go somewhere where I don't have anything or anybody except you. Like, okay, we need to have insurance policies. We had insurance policies on each other before we even got married. Right, because like I don't even know. I don't know if it was just a thought I had or if somebody. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, I'm not gonna be stuck holding the bag. Period. Because like I feel like we've seen too many women like get shat on, and I don't like shit on me.
Yeah, what you just said was super educational. I think you should repeat that about just having the insurance policies.
But do you? So, quick question, but before I even do that, but do you feel like people are even open to something like that?
Absolutely. I think that people are tired of the bullshit and tired of the filler. So if you could give somebody information to get ahead of the race or to get them to align with somebody that's thinking on the same wavelength, then absolutely.
Yeah, explain the insurance policy. I'm interested.
So I don't really remember. Honestly, it could have came in a dream. Maybe one of my ancestors. I don't remember. But I remember like us talking about, the future or whatever. And I don't know. I don't know if somebody told me or if it just came to me or whatever, but I was like, we need to have insurance policies if you and I are making plans for us and not just me making plans for me and you making plans for you. Like I'm giving up a whole lot, leaving my community, my family, my business that I have here, my job, my friends, everything, and I'm moving away. And like, that's the plan. What if somewhere along the way, like that don't happen? And I'm stuck holding the bag. That ain't gonna work for Erin. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, we should get insurance policies on each other in the event something happens. Something happened to you, I'm taken care of. I can take my money, figure things out. Something happened to me, you'll just get a bonus X amount of dollars. Because nothing is changing for you except not having me. So you just go party, I guess. I don't know.
I want the men to write in with what would be a difficult conversation or a hard conversation that you would want to have with your woman, but are afraid to have it. Because I feel like that is what should be happening as we age and as we get more serious. Because we can only go to so many lounges, we can only go to so many bars, we can only do so much bullshit. But then when it comes down to the difficult conversations, we're not able to have those. Because either someone's not able to receive it, somebody doesn't know how to broach it.
And I say this all the time, like that's the thing. We are not equipped socially as a people. I'm not saying black people, like just as a general American society, we are not equipped to have difficult conversations.
I think the newer generation is definitely no, honestly, I think that it's the older generation that
is stuck in our ways.
Yeah, conversations like that, hard to have, hard to talk about, things like that. Now, I feel like I used to be someone, I grew up very unconfrontational. I didn't like having conversations.
What was that word?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Sorry.
What did I say wrong? What is it? Just
Sorry,
correct me. Damn.
Is that what it is? You said unconfrontational.
Wait, is it not unconfrontational?
Non-confrontational.
Oh, non-confrontational. Whatever. Tell me again. What was I saying? I said
unconfrontational.
Popping up like she was ready to say it.
Non-confrontational, whatever. But I've actually done 3 years of therapy. 3 years of therapy, and I feel like I be ready to I don't want to say tell people about themselves, but I be ready to have conversations.
Absolutely.
And I've never been this way. Like, this is
especially in the Caribbean household.
This is so opposite from the way I've ever been. But I be ready to be like, I didn't like this. I think that in order for us to move forward, this needs to happen. Or you probably need to work on doing this better. And maybe if I do this better, then we will probably be a little bit more cohesive. I am so vocal that it kind of negates the point of like everybody. Well, this is just me, but I also feel like this generation, especially because therapy is such a huge thing, but also I feel like this generation, there's so much conversations going on that weren't going on a few years ago, that people are now becoming more open to having harder conversations or talking about things that we didn't dare talk about a couple years ago.
I agree. Totally. Like, I agree. I don't need no story, but yeah.
Why you was about to pull something out?
Yeah.
Well, no, I think her generation is willing to burn it all to the ground because they are seeking the truth, as opposed to like us. We heard from our grandparents,
that was a bit
from our mothers, and they're like, nah, none of this shit is real. None of it's real. It's all about money. It's all about this. This was a lie. That's why
exposing. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel, and I like that.
I can see that.
That's what I think.
You like it?
I do.
Okay.
I literally said I agree with you.
And so this is the thing. Like you're like the very cutoff of the millennials. So you kind of not really one. Right?
I don't even.
So I understand. Oh, so I understand how, like, you're approaching it as far as like burning it all down. Like, I still think that us as millennials, we are. Well, sorry, not you, but like,
I don't even know what I am.
But I think part of it is like we still are like susceptible to those like cultural, societal norms that we grew up under, and so a lot of the things that we do are maybe just more like a reflex or they're innate. Just based on how we've been socialized, whereas y'all don't have that same like veil or film.
We have more unlearning to do than they have learning to do.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Ugh. They fucked up too. Okay. But I agree. With respect to these things, I do agree with you.
This is one of his first albums then.
Like 10, 12 years ago.
Before Snowman. I like to hear him make a post-divorce album. His last album was not, it wasn't.
There's a motherfucking way. I don't motherfucking play.
When lip stains were like a thing, when Sephora had came out with lip stains.
I only wear lip stains. Well, this is like gloss.
Then ColourPop had came out with a line of lip stains that were cheaper than Sephora.
What's the difference between a lip stain and a lipstick?
Hey, when I don't want to wake up, well, I do want to wake up, but like when I just want to lay in the bed. Well, all of our taxes are so it's one number, but it's multiple taxes, like at different rates or whatever. But like Texas or Jersey, I think Jersey's number one and like Texas is number two, like the highest property taxes in the country.
I'm gonna ask my before I do anything. And my friends hate it. Like, girl, what you mean you gotta ask him you can go out because he owns me? I never gave a about how y'all feel. I give a how my feels. Babe, can I wear this? Is it okay if I go there? Do you like this? Should I do that? You want me to cut my hair off? I'll cut it. That's the problem. Y'all don't be listening. Respect you.
I think she's
I want Rome to respond because I don't.
Okay. Go ahead. You the one with the face.
I mean, I'm gonna cheat on her because you asking mad questions. Like, you're not an adult.
Thank you.
Like, I got enough shit going on. Now I gotta tell you how to live. I get the sentiment, like she's saying she trusts her man so much, and like his word is God. But it's just
That's annoying to you.
That right there?
Yeah.
Yes.
It may have just been her. It just
the teeth. It was the teeth, wasn't it? Because the teeth got me. Not gonna lie.
I personally just feel like she's living in a fantasy. I don't know if she really believes this to be true.
She just
Like she's just saying it because like, oh, I'm so in love and this is what makes our relationship fun, that he owns me and I do whatever my man says and we're so happy, and it's like a bubble, whatever. But I feel like someone like Rome is like, yeah, this bitch is annoying. She keeps asking me all of
what do you want me to do?
These questions. I just feel like it's not real, because the moment he says no to you,
right?
Do you
now what?
Yeah, do you react the same? Like, oh, my man says I can't do this, or my man says I can't wear this, or are you about to lash out and say, well, you can't tell me what to do?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just weird. Honestly, to me, that's just weird. She's promoting a fantasy that I don't even think that she truly lives by.
Right.
I don't think that anybody should live by the opinion and the decision making of others. It's just
I'll give it from my married perspective very quickly. I think I ask my husband for something like information or clearance or whatever, for something that we generally are not aligned on. For the most part, we're aligned on how we, I guess, make decisions in our household. But if it's something that we're in, like, I don't know how he feels about it, then I'll ask. But for the most part, like, no, I'm going to bring it up.
But I think that the asking for permission part sways how I feel about it a lot more, because it's also like, if I had a man and I'm about to go out and I say, babe, which outfit do you like more? Do you like this dress or do you like this top and this skirt? And he goes, babe, go with the dress. That skirt is too short. Like, that'll have all your ass out and that's not a good look. And it's like, okay, fine. I decided to wear the dress because it's the skirt is a little bit too inappropriate and my man's not really comfortable with that. Like, that to me is okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when you frame it as like, I asked my man permission, and if he said this, then I can't do that or whatever. And also, like, asking your own man who you have to lay down with, you know, at night, what he thinks about something is perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to chop your hair off and you want to know the opinion of your man, like, that's okay, because what if he's not attracted to you with your hair chopped all the way off?
Now you bald headed.
Look at like a tennis
permission, like tennis opinion ball. Versus. I thought that I was in the middle of explaining opinion versus permission. Like, there's a difference. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna ask my man if I'm allowed to do something versus what's his opinion on it.
If you do it.
Word. That's why I said I was gonna cheat on her, because the whole permission thing, if I got that much control of you, I'm gonna do what I want.
Is this not the same thing we were saying earlier?
I get that.
No boundaries. Easy to take advantage of.
That was 8. Now we go to 7.
You're right. Sorry.
Roll the next clip.
Y'all gonna have to get used to sharing, because as of right now, it is 100 women to every one man. So either you gonna switch to the other side or you gonna do some sharing. Pick and choose. You know, you were taught as a very young woman to share. They taught you in grade school to share. I don't know what's going on. If you can love more than one kid at a time, then a man can love more than one woman at a time.
That's not the same kind of love, baby.
If you can love both parents, if you can love an aunt and an uncle, a grandmother and a grandfather, y'all don't like this?
So you saying sharing is caring?
I'm saying sharing is caring. I'm saying that it's 100 women. These are the numbers, and I didn't make the numbers up. This is what Google is saying. It's 100 women to every one man. Either you share or you be left without. So when she said having a piece of a man is better than no man, I guess that's what she
a goddamn lie. Google, I don't know what Google she on. She must be on that Ask Jeeves shit. Remember that?
Say, I don't know. I don't know if the numbers are true where she got
100 to 1.
She said there's 100 women to one man. That's the ratio.
That doesn't even make sense when you look at the percentage of men versus women.
Who knows? She probably made the stat up. She didn't specify.
Okay.
She didn't specify, but even if those are the real numbers, then there's just going to be so many women that have to go without because, baby, who's sharing? Unless you are committed to being in a poly relationship, then that's on you. But don't impose that on the world.
She didn't impose it on the world.
She's saying that that's what it's going to have to be. Sharing is caring. You're going to have to share because these are the numbers. She's not saying, well, if you're into that, it makes sense for you to do. That's not what she's saying. I'm saying you seem like you're okay with being in a poly relationship, but don't make that okay for everybody. No, I don't want to share. I don't care if I take this man, I don't care that there's going to be 99 women without one. I don't care. That's not my business. I'm my own business. That man is now my business, not yours, or not 99 of yours.
I just don't like the fact that she's just throwing out stupid ass stats. Like that don't even make sense. Like literally, if you think about it, it doesn't even make sense when you think of like the global population.
What is a stat?
Can someone please point that out?
Why are you smiling?
Can we do New York? Because I heard there was more women in New York.
Y'all live in Jersey.
Yes. Can we do?
You live in Jersey.
Yep. We're 10 minutes away from New York.
I know, but why you want New York?
Not me.
Because I heard there was more women than men. That's why I'm asking.
So you want
I'm
no,
not
but
going
he
nowhere.
wants New York.
Not on
he
this
wants
topic.
New York specifically.
Not on this topic.
No, because he wants New York specifically to prove a point. But
was she from New York? Could you tell her accent?
I actually, you asked me why. I gave you the answer, and now you're telling me my answer. I just want the stat.
I'm not telling you your answer.
Thank you.
Well, also give him
But
Jersey
we
too.
should highlight that
that's where he
the number
reside
she
at.
threw out is bullshit.
Okay, so say the number was bullshit. New York doesn't change. It's not 100-1.
So it's really 1-1.
Well, I wish the stat were true. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
We asked for stats so Rum
I
could
asked.
repeat it.
Yeah, no, I asked. And if it's not real, then it's not real. But say it was real, and say she's speaking about the women. I'm sorry, she's speaking about the men that you women claim to all want, the not 5'5", the not average, and the 6 whatever. Then it does lower the field. It does lower the percentage, and you guys are all shooting for that population of men. She's maybe saying something. That's all I'm saying.
What is
But
she saying?
okay, but even if
You ever been cheated on?
hey, let me
What is
get it out.
Okay, go ahead.
Even if what she's saying is a fact,
Mhm.
that does not mean we need to share. I don't care.
She's not forcing you to do anything.
She's not. Who's gonna listen to this bird brain? I am not saying she's forcing me to do anything.
Mhm.
I'm saying that is not the solution. Is to share. It is unfortunate that there are, more eligible women bachelors than there are men
By 0.3%.
by 0.3%.
It's really 1-1. She just
Honestly,
making
yeah,
shit
it's
up.
closer to 1-1. She's saying 100-1, and it's just not that. And driving the
We're not gonna blame her though. We're gonna blame George Bush. We're blaming George Bush. We're not blaming her.
explain that.
Tell him why you're blaming George Bush.
I thought this was
She doesn't know. I know, but tell her.
No child left behind. So she clearly doesn't understand statistics or ratios, mean, median, mode.
That's what I'm trying to
She
say.
did not qualify that.
She didn't. Rome does make a good point, but don't even do that.
But that's not
I'm not
what
here.
I took from her statement. I'm gonna be
That
honest.
isn't what we took from her statement. I'm not here to negate what you said. You do make a good point, but still, everybody can find their own situation.
Can they?
If I'm monogamous,
Mhm.
I find my person. That doesn't mean I have to share that. I don't. That's not the solution for there being less available guys. That's not the solution. If you feel like
It's kind of like evolution when you think about it.
I mean,
If you can't find nobody, then I guess then your bloodline dies.
But no, for those who are okay with
that's kind of how evolution
poly
works.
relationship,
It doesn't have to be poly though. She's saying not everybody gets a soulmate. Y'all got to come to these terms. Like y'all think y'all gonna find love. You may not find love.
Well, no. It's not about being a soulmate. It's about somebody you can reasonably partner with for the rest of your years on earth.
That's if that's what you're looking for. It didn't sound like she was looking for that.
First of all, I don't know what she's looking for with these numbers.
It sounded like she was ready to have a good time, and I respect that.
Little freak. That's what it is. You know what? What's your favorite thing?
That doesn't sound
She's a whore.
is her creating a solution for her
problem that don't exist.
For her made up ratio.
You think the problem doesn't exist?
Mm.
And she's okay with being a side chick because she's aware that she's a side chick.
That man ain't leaving his wife. That man ain't leaving his wife.
I love being able to hear both sides.
You're not finna both sides this, are you?
No, I'm saying I know I agree with her. I agree with her.
I actually think that she's not lying.
Not the 100. I don't agree with that.
I can't get. That's the part I can't get.
First of all,
he don't even have to travel.
You even thinking you know the man of my dreams? I'm gonna need you to pipe down just a little bit. Boop. 2, even if I got what you deem to be the man of my dreams, even if other girls want him, that should not mean they are able to have him. That does not mean I need to share him because other girls want him. Like, he can be in demand, but if I lock him down, that should be mine. If that's between me and you. If that is the agreement between
That's their constitution.
me and him, if that's our constitution, what are we talking about?
I agree.
Why do I care that Betty wants him?
Ugh.
If he doesn't care about Betty about to get slapped. Betty is nowhere in here.
He never said he cared about Betty. He just wanted to hit. And you suppressing.
No,
really
but that's
feels.
not even her point. It's not even that she's saying.
She never said Betty. I'm talking to you.
No,
about
hold
Betty.
on. She's never saying that men should be allowed to go around and do whatever they want because there's so many women that want them. She's saying share. Share as in relationship share, not share penis share that, that we all get to have a go at him. She's saying that he could be your boyfriend.
Dick out here.
Yeah, he could be your boyfriend, but he could be my boyfriend too.
Okay.
Because we both want him. And there's not enough niggas around for all of us. So we need that to both be our man.
Can we go to share respectfully? Like if I tell you that, hey, this is what I want and you're cool with it, just be respectful. I think I think she is saying just be respectful about it. Don't cheat on me.
Wait, when she said that?
She didn't.
I'm telling you what my man brain says. So
she didn't.
But did she say that?
I love everything you said.
He got a woman, y'all.
Okay, what that mean? Don't mean I don't see other women.
That ain't what I'm saying. He out here sharing.
Who said I was sharing? I'm commenting on a beautiful young woman's post.
100 to 1.
Or 6.3 to 6.
I agree with that. That's 1 to 1.
Decided to have a vasectomy at 23. You have obviously a lot of people, up and on, like, why are you, but what was the real, thought process behind that? Like, it's kind of a trailblazer move, dog.
Just not ready for no babies, bro.
Yeah. Well, women, often, in this life, they're forced to kind of do the contraceptive stuff. It's kind of a feminist decision on your choice, dog.
You think?
Yeah, I think it's a great. I think because I'm 42. I had a procedure last year. It wasn't that hard, and it's been great for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
we love women, bro. You feel me? They protect themselves. We gotta protect ourselves too.
Yeah, and now my wife don't gotta worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? So like for you, was that part of the calculation? Like when you think when you thought about it when you were going through, were you like, yo, you don't have to worry about, your woman don't got to worry about it either,
Like, if it comes time for me to take kids, like people don't know, but vasectomies are reversible. There is a chance that it possibly the procedure fails and you can't reverse it, but there's a high chance you still can reverse it.
100%.
So
yeah,
I gotta protect myself. I gotta protect the people I'm dealing with.
Yeah,
we are feminists over here.
I like that. It's a very mature choice. I want to give you your flowers. Do you think a trend will start? Because you're a leader of the new school, man.
It might, man. Everybody just gotta protect themselves. Oh shit.
I'm not against it. I think it's smart for him to take that obligation, you know, as far as creating another person into his own hands. I'm for it.
First, surgery is reversible, so
yeah, like first and foremost, I don't know if you guys remember, we had Dr. Fenwa Millhouse on the show at the other studio. Yeah, and she actually did her husband's vasectomy. Yeah, like you literally leave the same day and go get a fucking hamburger or something.
No, it's
anyway. So, I'm honestly, I think, and can I just say this? I think as far as how it affects your body, it seems like it's more safe for men to get a reversible vasectomy than for women to have to like pump our bodies with hormones to prevent pregnancy. Because like I don't know how many women you know who've had issues with like taking like birth control or whatever, whether it's a shot, the little thing in the arm, there's multiple ways. Like you can have a pill. That's the funny thing. Like there's a pill, there's a shot, there's the what is it? The T
IUD.
thing, the IUD, which moves. The shit can move. Yeah, I had it and it came out. You can have, there's like a little pellet you put in your arm. Like there's just so many ways. It's on the woman. And the thing is that it actually, but listen, it actually affects the woman's body is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no onus on anybody else.
Birth control, there's a lot of
like
negative effects with women taking birth control. And I don't think that contraceptives should, I think I said it right. Contraceptives should be only on the woman. However, I think that getting a vasectomy, especially at 23, is a little bit much. I think that condoms are still a way that we can put not getting pregnant, not receiving STDs or STIs on a man. I think that without women being able to take birth control, a man can still use condom. I think that's the number one contraceptive for sexual intercourse. And he actually said in this video, which I was not aware of, that there can be complications in the reversal of a vasectomy.
Yeah, there's complications with taking birth control too. You have a fucking stroke.
And I'm not saying that. I know the dangers of taking birth control, to be honest. But for someone that's 23 years old, if there's any complications with the reversal of that, and if he ever did decide to have children at a later age, I mean, that's obviously a problem.
But do you understand that they put girls as young as like 13, 14, 15 on birth control?
I understand that. I'm not, this is not like a birth control versus vasectomy.
No, just listen. What I'm saying is that if we're saying like, oh, he's so young, these young girls are young and they're being put on birth control, right? Oh, sorry. And they're being put on birth control, right? But the thing is that, I don't know, the fact that he is somebody that they're willing to interview, I think that he probably has enough money to figure out how to freeze his sperm and to ensure that he is able to create an embryo at some point with a woman with whom he desires to have a child with. So him having a vasectomy, in my opinion, is smart on him. And it's also like, it's actually better for whatever woman that he's with.
Is he an athlete?
I don't know who he is.
He's. I thought he was a rapper. I told you he was a dentist. He's not.
He was an athlete.
I think he's
Who is this young man?
All that sounds like he has money and he ain't trying to get nobody pregnant.
He has money, but at
that's all that says.
23, who knows where he's going to be 2 years from now? That money
no.
Disappear.
I cannot. No, listen. No. I cannot imagine that there is a urologist in these United States of America that will perform a vasectomy on a 23-year-old without requiring them to freeze their sperm. I cannot. There's nothing in me that would believe that. I mean, you know what? Maybe he did go to another country, and that's a choice that he made. So the fact that he's 23, like, they should be giving him the same advice. Like, hey, either you don't do it, or you make a provision to go ahead and like freeze your sperm or something. Like, yeah, they don't believe that you know what you want, which is, I mean, I get it, but like, I think at a certain age, especially these days, like, you know.
It's not that I think that it's about regret. I think that it's about the complications in the long run, because this is the decision that you're making now at 23, but later on, 30, you might decide something differently. And
no, that's what she's saying. Like, in your 30s, doctors, like OBGYNs, were like, no, I'm not approving a tubal ligation. Period.
Well, that's for a woman. I'm talking about for the man. I'm talking about the reversal of the...
A tubal ligation is not reversible.
Correct.
Do you understand what I don't...
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the woman's body, because I don't recommend anyone going through anything like that.
She's talking about him.
I'm talking about the man. I know what it is on a woman's body. I know what it is on a man's body. I'm saying I think condoms is the best way, the best contraceptive to just not get pregnant, not transfer anything. No surgery needs to be done. No complication needs to be had in the long run. And it can be that simple. I personally would not
I'm trying to figure it out. That's all.
I just personally wouldn't recommend this.
I would 100% recommend it. Yes.
Absolutely. And you have all the money in the world?
Thank you.
Why would you not?
Thank you.
You ain't ever have to worry about somebody saying they pregnant. And I wouldn't have even told people I got it. I would have told.
What?
I would have waited till somebody said, "Oh yeah, I'm pregnant," and just weeded out the herd.
Probably the same percentage of like it failing, like to be reversed is probably the same amount of percent that you being able to like still have a kid.
That one player had a bunch of kids, and he was a vasectomy.
Oh,
he was on the Jets, I think.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I actually know his wife.
After he had a reversal?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
So the succession of the vasectomy is...
Yeah, he had a kid even though he had a vasectomy.
But listen,
because it doesn't just because you get a vasectomy, there's also procedures you have to follow after that. You can't just
maybe follow up. I don't know.
No, you also have to a follow up.
I don't know.
But you also have to make sure there's no more sperm coming out of the tube.
Dr. Finwa Millhouse, we need her to respond to this. We need to know.
Later,
can't have sex.
We need her to respond to this.
Oh, okay.
But wait,
a week later.
But hold on, guys. One thing I think we should point out is that if he's that young, again, I can't imagine a urologist agreeing to do it without requiring him to like maybe freeze his sperm and like have some other, options later on. Oh, Amanda, would you date a guy who's had a vasectomy?
If I love him, yes. But like I said, vasectomies are reversible. I know that, but they also come with complications. So if they try to do the reverse and something goes wrong or it doesn't work, and now this man is no longer able to have kids, what use is he to me?
But bunion surgery, bunion surgeries also come with complications.
That's something I really want in life. So, of course.
What if he's like the best guy ever?
Could be the best guy.
He's a good guy.
A good guy.
I love good guys. I love great guys, but I also want my own kids.
No, they can be your kids. They just won't be his kids. You got to put an embryo in there and they're going to cut you open. Like, ugh. Anyway, I think we should go to the next question.
Yes, we're almost done. 5 of 5.
We can go.
5.
If you specifically go for younger girls because they're able to mold, it is called grooming.
But a lot of men, yes, it is being manipulated.
It's always being manipulated.
Because they don't like the challenge. They like you to shut up and listen.
But that's why I'm
Shut
saying.
up and fall in your place. So I do have a friend of mine who's like upper 40s, 46, 47. who now he's telling me like, yo, I'll do a 30 from 35, 36. Nothing above that. Like I'll do a 35, 36-year-old. He about 47.
Cause they can see his hairline and they know he ain't.
No,
worth
he
it.
got that nigga make.
But he want a young bitch.
Because he's dumb. He's
Because why?
It's not because
the girls his age is what they know too much.
Because the way you move it around in your seat.
They too sturdy.
This ain't got nothing to do with my question.
Because I'm telling you what it is.
Age is what they know too much.
Because the way you move it around in your seat.
They too sturdy.
This ain't got nothing to do with my question.
Because I'm telling you what it is. Because he feels like
You
the
telling
attitude.
me why your friend?
Because I'm moving around. Is it the fact that is the reason why these niggas don't like females who know who they are? No. Ash. But I see it because I mean the same statement delivered right now. The same statement delivered to you.
That used to be my boss.
And Talia.
Her?
It went over better with Talia.
Really?
She's 25.
Where?
But that's why. But that don't mean nothing.
Is you not 25 though?
Yes,
But
but
you
that
see
don't
how-
mean
but you
nothing.
see
That's
how
also
I see
trying
these
to
people
minimize.
before.
Stand on the shit that you
When
believe
did I
in. It's
see
like
these
he
people
said something and
before?
she don't agree when he was like, tap me out, I'm out. Where Talia's like, let me understand everybody's point and everybody's coming. And I feel like that's
Right.
what men like. Men want understanding. And I
Right.
do feel like there's a point as a woman where you like, I already gave niggas understanding and it didn't work out in my fucking benefit. So these are my fucking rules.
Gray hairs
And
are gonna
you
come
need
faster
this
to me
shit,
than
leave
her.
me the
So go
fuck
ahead,
alone.
baby. Get these
Whereas
men
a
grace.
woman that's in her 20s
You're
will be
supposed to
like,
always give people
let me
grace 'cause
listen
you gotta
you
think
out.
about how you
No,
are.
you got that
as
grace
well.
at 25.
No.
When you get at this age, you're not gonna have that much grace.
But that's because y'all choose not to though.
Do you understand what I'm saying? She
can't-
got time to give it.
You can't necessarily
It's
tell
a
me
lot of
how
noise.
life is going to end up being.
What niggas? It's in general. You get.
I think at the end of the day, there is always a general benefit to someone dating younger, whether that's a man dating a younger woman or a woman dating a younger man. Like, there's a certain level of like, I don't want to deal with the people my age bullshit. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious. And I don't know if I'm not gonna say that everyone is grooming or everyone is like a sexual assaulter, whatever. I don't really care. What I am saying, but what I am saying is that like there's a particular benefit that comes with dating someone younger, and people who engage in that particular activity, that is exactly what they're looking for. Like if they could find that in an older person, I think they date an older person. They're looking for that particular quality. I think the quality is, yes, like you just said, no, it's naivete. It's someone that doesn't challenge you, someone that lacks a particular why y'all laughing?
She said no. She said naivete.
Oh, me?
She did.
Oh,
She
someone
never heard word.
that probably has a bit less experience in the world.
Stupidity. Say stupidity.
Well, I don't. The reason why I didn't say that is because I think a lot of it has to do with experience. I don't necessarily want to say stupidity.
I'm saying older women ain't going for that stupidity. Older men ain't going for stupidity. Ain't going for bullshit. Ain't going for.
So
not going for it. So I'm saying like the younger ones be like, you can still do stupid shit.
Okay, when you put it like that, okay,
That's what I'm saying.
There's just a certain level of difficulty that a person of a certain age would like to avoid, and I think that level of difficulty is culminated into a lot of different things. Okay, we're done.
You said a
Next.
lot.
I'm just saying, like it.
Don't bring that hippity hop of stuff around here. That's what she said.
It's a very simple concept, but I think that a lot of times we always try to like blame it on men, and so it gets like a bad reputation. Alan, I don't need you. I got you. It comes with a bad reputation, you know, because it's oftentimes men that do this. Yeah, of course.
I think it's oftentimes men don't report it.
Wait, say what?
Like the older woman at his job, you know, making sexual advances, or older women saying anything.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You just don't be saying shit.
Fair enough.
It's a good
Fair
time.
enough. Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, man, just be who you are. You be like, yeah, I want a young bitch because she shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be honest. Like, real talk, if that was my MO, that's what I'm saying, Alan. And the thing is that I think that, like, women who have lived their lives, they didn't have their kids, they didn't been married, they like whatever. Like I think they're fine with it. And it is what it is. Not a big deal. It's not the reverse, because I think they're dealing with that person of that age for the exact same reasons. Like, you don't want no drama, you don't want no baggage, you don't want no whole bunch of Like, you come to the house, you drop the dick off, you do you get on my program or not, and then you fucking leave. Like,
I think he wants you to speak to the double standard. I think that's what he's getting.
But what I'm saying is that I don't believe there's a double standard. Personally,
you don't believe that when older women seek younger men, it's not grooming, as opposed to when men do it.
Honestly, I think when it comes to grooming, I think there's a very particular set of circumstances that would make it grooming, and maybe that has to be like an incredibly young age, not an age difference, but an incredibly young age. So she's 17, 18, 19, barely legal. I think that's more so grooming rather than a 45-year-old and a 25-year-old. I don't think that's grooming. You see what I'm saying? I think to be groomed, you got to be in a certain age, in a certain age group. Like, you can't groom a nigga that's 27.
Why? Wait.
Even if I'm 47, you can't.
What we're talking about? Maybe you're. Nigga,
you're 87. What are you talking about?
I was literally just about to say, what is the age that they say your frontal lobe is like fully developed?
But what I'm saying, so exactly,
it's
grooming has to do with the age of the person, not necessarily the age gap in the two people. So if you are 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, like very young, like, then I feel like that's grooming more so than having a 20-year age gap with a 46-year-old or a 26-year-old and a 46-year-old. Yeah. I think that's different.
I think that's more, I think y'all just don't call it grooming, but it's actually just influencing.
But I would say that for men. I think for men, I don't think it's grooming when it comes to men.
Oh, okay. All right, so no double standard.
No.
Stand on that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe it's a double standard when you look at it from the way I'm looking at it. Like, I'm sorry, you 20, you a fucking child.
But 20, you said 27 acceptable.
But I also think that I think that it's situational, to be honest. Like, you don't know.
Situation is not.
I don't think that everyone has the same intentions.
Sorry.
I don't think that everyone has the same intentions. I think that men can just be attracted to younger women because they're more fit. They got their shit together.
But that's how we feel about young niggas.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. And it's the same thing with women.
So how's it different?
But I think that for other people, it is the grooming. That's why I said it's situational. Some people are just more attracted to younger people just because they want it young and tight. And
they're sexual predators.
And then some people are actually trying to groom this person because, yeah, they're younger and they're impressionable, and I can tell them how to move and they're going to listen to me.
My boyfriend makes $250,000 a year, but he does not want to propose until I'm completely debt free.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You're not gonna like me. If you were my daughter, you want to know what I would tell you?
What?
Dump him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's making you prove your worth.
Based on money.
Yeah.
To him. You're having to buy your way into this relationship. Nope. You're a princess and you deserve more than this.
The reason I've been able to put majority of my paycheck towards my loans is because he does pay for all our rent.
Oh, so you live together?
Yeah, we live together.
Oh, so you're already married, but you just didn't admit it.
Yeah, it does feel like we're married.
Well, gosh. Yeah.
So what's his incentive to get married? None. The number one cause of divorce in North America today is money fights and money problems. And guess what this is? This is a money fight.
Yeah.
You're just not having it out loud. You're having it in your head.
I think that $90K in debt is a lot. I definitely see where
that's what she said?
Yeah.
90K.
Well, no, that's what the prompt said.
But what
the
is-
words?
Okay.
She is
No,
$90,000
she's 90K
in debt.
I think that 90K in debt is a lot. I definitely understand where that man.
Maybe that ain't nothing. Right. That's very light work.
At 26, 90.
Yes.
care
In my
who.
mind, I'm saying it's
Ain't no
student
student.
loans. I could be wrong. They didn't say it. We don't know. But 90K is light work.
And he's suggesting, he tells her to leave him.
Yeah, the man.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, guys.
His name
Sorry.
is Dave Ramsey.
And he said to
Damn.
dump him, to leave him.
That is his advice. And I just want to go back to our beginning conversation where we spoke about love not being enough.
Love it.
I
Tie it all back.
Not that I'm taking it all back.
No, I said tie it all back.
Okay, yeah. This man is saying dump him because he is trying to get you to value yourself based on money. And like we said before, money is important. Money is important, to be honest. I don't think that I would be comfortable marrying someone knowing how much debt that they were in until we can get that sorted out. And whether that was sorted out before marriage or if we came up with a plan for us to
It seems like they have a plan.
clear your debt while we're in the process of becoming married. If that plan has been set, then I feel like, okay. But I think that this man's advice was kind of like a little skewed because money does matter, especially if we're going to go into an official legal union.
Mm-hmm.
It does matter. For him to say like he's using money to, show your worth or your value was just like not accurate to me, because love isn't the only thing that leads to marriage. Other things matter as well.
Okay.
Okay, you guys can talk.
Why do they have to come up with a plan for her debt if he's paying all the bills at home?
And maybe that's a part of their plan, is that he focuses on the bills in their home while she
So
tries
she
to
can pay
clear
off.
her own debt.
But okay, that's fine. But then she should leave him.
That's why I said I don't agree with that.
That was wild. Because what's 90,000? I didn't go to college, so is that student loans?
I'll be honest.
Is that a car? Is that what is
That
it?
could be student loans mixed with credit cards.
Yo, 90,000 is light work.
No.
The fact that he's letting her I'll say this. The fact that he's like paying all the bills.
He did the math. Whatever math he came up with. Yes, I'm not trying to pay off your debt. And she called into the show.
Same thing. They should have asked. They should have did
What is this?
a read Rome, right? They should have did a read Rome, right?
So what happens when he pays off her, or he helps pay off her debt, and they break up, or they get a divorce? Then what?
Then he's holding the bag.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna approach this in a few different ways. Well, maybe not. But anyway, one, I think that this is not prudent guidance because what? Okay. This isn't good information because at the end of the day, we don't know what her spending habits are. The assumption is that we're saying it's student debt, but we really don't know. She could be a terrible spender. She doesn't like manage her bills very well, so on and so forth, right? But I think if it's student debt, that's a little bit different because at the end of the day, it's gonna be with you always. And if I have $90,000 in debt and I have $90,000 in debt and I have a good job and it's leading to like incremental growth over the years, then I would, essentially be able to pay that off. But saying that someone needs to pay that off like before you get married, while you're in your career. So, I don't know how fair that is. Only because we don't know how I think how she got the debt is really what's important. Because really $90,000 in student loan debt, that ain't shit. Like it is really not, like even for a state college, like was it CUNY? Well, I don't know. I'm just saying like I'm using CUNY as a reference because CUNY is a pretty decent state college, right? And $90,000 in debt after a 4-year degree that is going in an area that's gonna produce money. It's merely an investment. I mean, fair enough. At the end of the day, like if she this is the thing. If she want to be with him, she got to get with the program or not.
Program
is what he's
$250,000 and we're not getting married. If you want to be married, if it's the thing that you want, pay your shit off.
I agree.
I don't know what's so hard about
and
this.
he's putting her in a predicament.
No, she put herself in a predicament.
You're not. You ain't listening to what I'm saying.
You're gonna say that, man. I'm sorry.
He's putting her in a predicament or a situation where she can pay it off. She literally just said that she's the reason why I'm able to put most of my money towards this debt is because he pays all the bills. So it's like, it's either you stay with his program, which is paying off the debt, or you don't.
Okay.
No, honestly, Alan, I actually think you're
unrealistic.
Yeah.
But I do want to say
even
though what they have together is
Look at the time.
even though what they got is helping her pay her debt, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the long run, this doesn't work for him. Because
it does work for her though.
It works for her and her alone, because coming together, they're not using both of their incomes to put together to a household. He's paying everything
The majority,
by himself. She's working on her personal shit. So it's like, I marry you and you're still just using your own, like, what is the benefit for him?
Financially, yes.
Financially.
I agree.
I'm just going to keep paying for both of us until you pay off $90K when calculating, that's going to be how many years?
Yeah.
A long fucking time.
But I will say this, if it's student loan debt and it's like, it shows that like that debt incurred helps her to like build her career and it's going in an upward trajectory. Like I feel like then I think it would be okay for her to feel the way that she feels. Because I mean, I'm just saying, my husband married me and I got student loan debt. He ain't got nothing. He's lucky enough to have parents who paid for all of his school, undergrad, grad, doctorate, whatever. But I didn't. Like I went to school for free for undergrad and grad, and then law school. That's my debt, But I'm also not asking my husband to pay for it, and I'm also not asking him to like put in on any investments that I'm making, that also include my debt. I don't know. I think that like I don't think the fiance or husband, whatever this nigga is, like I don't think he's being unreasonable.
I think she's mad disrespectful calling into the show saying this.
I mean, but I don't want to say disrespectful, but like it's kind of like Reddit. Like you call in, it's like the same people that ask Amanda.
All right.
Yeah, I don't really think that she's disrespectful. The only thing I didn't like was that man's response to it all.
No, I agree. I actually think that he's not right. And he's probably looking at it from his perspective as a father and his perspective like as a provider who has probably given X, Y, and Z to his child, like up to this point. Like he's saying, oh, like she's a princess. She should get.
Can I just say one more thing? Can I just say one thing? If we are talking student loan, student debt, and I don't want to get too much into this, but I'm gonna just drop this here.
Yeah, you're going.
Who's responsible? We don't do that ourselves. It's really our parents that put us in these in school, and I'm just saying they make all of the loan agreements and all of this. They do that.
Well, no,
I'm just saying.
Any loans that I've taken for school have been in my name. They haven't been. My parents have had nothing to do with it. And
because you did that.
Well, no, because I went to college. I went to undergrad for free.
Okay,
and I went
true.
to
All of your thing has to do with your law school, so that's all on you.
Yeah.
Okay, right. But undergrad, people have student loans from undergrad. And as an 18, 17-year-old, we didn't do that ourselves.
No, I think you do it yourself.
You don't do that yourself. Your parents do that. And when they take out tens and thousands of loans for you to go to school and it's in your name and now you're 30 years old and they're asking for it back and your parents are just like, oh yeah, that's on you. That's usually how it goes.
Okay.
That is. So
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
I'm just saying for you to say that he's looking at it from a father's point of view to be like, well, yeah, the next man should be able to
I disagree with that.
No, I know, but you're like, he's coming from a father's point of view where like, yeah, she's the princess and the man should be able to pay for her student loans is because you dropped her off with those student loans.
Oh, okay,
she didn't do that herself. You guys did that. And now you're expecting her to find a husband or find a man to pick that shit up. And he can't pick that shit up.
That's a good point.
I have student loans.
Terrible advice. I mean, at the end of the day, like everyone knows that like student loans are an incredible burden to like anybody right now. Like Jesus Christ, like everybody has student loans, right? And I think if you're lucky, like I was lucky to find somebody that doesn't have student loans, so we're only dealing with mine. But that's a decision that I made. Just like whatever $90,000 that in debt that she is, that's her decision. And I think if her fiance or man or whatever, I guess fiance, if he's not on that same page, I think that is a wake up call to her, simply because so many marriages are destroyed by financial burdens. And if that is his hard stop as far as getting married, then that's what it is. Either you gonna get on his program or you're gonna figure out your own program, stand on your own 2 feet, pay your own debt, and go from there. Like that's, I mean, I don't want to say his program, but at the end of the day, like when you have two competing interests, like somebody has to give. Either someone's gonna give or somebody has to remove themselves from the situation. It's not a difficult decision in the sense that there aren't that many options. You have two options. Two options. Right? So like it's not that hard.
Take the emotion out of it and do it.
Yeah.
Have the difficult conversations. This episode will be
literally
titled The
difficult
Good Guy.
Conversations.
And
the
good guy no woman respects.
No, it's not. It's about difficult conversations. Watch, he's gonna put that on there, and then the clip is gonna have nothing to do with it. But I think what makes the most sense is like it's either you're on the program or you're not. Like you have to be aligned when you were. And the thing is that they're already living together, so you playing married. You know, like
not paying bills and calling up a show complaining about your debt.
I'm not saying that she's proving to be a liability, but like she has to make a decision. Like either you're on this man's program about how he thinks about money, because the way he thinks about money now is the way he's going to think about money in 5 years. He believes that no debt is what makes sense to him. In my household, debt makes sense to me because we're leveraging debt. We're leveraging debt. So I don't care about these student loans. I don't care about this mortgage. I don't care about none of that, because at the end of the day, if I can leverage it to make more sense for what we're building financially, then that's what I'm going to do. But if you're married to someone that says, I don't want no debt, and you're okay with having debt and leveraging it, down the road, that's not going to make any sense. You're going to continuously butt heads. And if you're butting heads, that's going to create an issue for your marriage, which she wants to be married, you know. Or apparently he wants to be married too, but just without her debt. I wouldn't say he's a stickler. I wouldn't say that he's a stickler. I think that he is saying that, look, this is how I operate financially, and that's what makes sense for me. And if you don't believe the same way, then that's probably not a good match for you. Unfortunately, because she said, oh, he's a guy, a nice guy, a decent guy, whatever. But like that alone is not gonna fix any issues that you have financially. I'm sorry, like someone that believes in having debt and using debt, being married to someone who doesn't believe in debt, that is a huge red flag. Huge. I just don't see how it's gonna work. They're on a different page, and she needs to make a decision. Like, do she want to be on his page or get him to compromise or something, or it ain't gonna work unless they figure it out. Quiet storm.
And you wrote into Amanda for another question that we're going to answer in under 2 minutes. Go.
Okay. Ask Amanda. Just realized the girl I'm seeing might be part of the 1%, and I don't know how to handle it. We met in a grad class, instant connection, same vibe. I'm from a super humble background, single mom, grandparents that looked after me when my mom worked. I've always taken pride in how I carry myself, even without money. Then I started noticing things. She doesn't work, just travels. Lives in a city apartment her parents bought her. Pulls up in a BMW. Shows up to dates with different Louis Vuitton bags. Her life looks like a movie. Meanwhile, I'm currently unemployed, laid off due to AI. That's interesting. Renting a small place with my sister and doing things on a budget. I've never even left the country. She seems really into me, but I feel this pressure to perform now. Like, eventually she'll see where I come from and it'll fall apart. I genuinely like her for who she is, but I've never dated someone in a completely different class. Have you experienced this? Can something like this actually work long term? I've never experienced this before. I don't date much.
I think the fact that if she's truly in the 1%, she's already noticed that he's not.
I also thought that too. Like, if you're dating someone that has a BMW and has multiple Louis Vuitton bags and goes on vacation a lot, that, like, I'm sure she's noticed that.
But not even that. I think that, like, just certain social norms that are common in that particular crowd, they're probably, like, maybe not specifically trained, but I think you notice that this person doesn't, they're not aware of what lifestyle you live. I just, there's nothing in me that, if she's 1%, there's nothing in me that believes that she doesn't already know that he's not.
Yeah. Correct. I agree.
So I think he should just live his life and, like, if the vibe is good, if you guys get along, go ahead with it.
I also would agree.
And if she has a problem with him not being in the 1%, then, I mean, it ain't gonna work.
Well, honestly, I don't really even feel like that's the issue here. I don't think that she has a problem. Like you said.
Agreed. Yeah.
She's definitely noticed. She probably really just likes this guy because he's a decent human being.
He's a good guy.
I mean, even without... Stop. Even without the baby in her, I think that she has already noticed that he is not in the same social, financial class that he's in. And she's okay with that. So if she okay with it, why are you worrying yourself with it? It's just like the 5'5" nigga. Like, apparently these women don't care about you being 5'5". So why are you worried about it?
At all.
Except the fact that 5'5" is not something that you can easily change. Apparently you said that you can.
I'm sorry, earning yourself into the 1%, probably about the same
like I said, you probably don't have to get yourself into the 1%, but you can use her connections to make more money.
But just like disregarding her connections, what I'm saying is that she already knows that they're not in the same class, like class wise, money wise, whatever. They're not in the same class. So if she's okay with that, then you should be okay with it.
Well, he's clearly not okay with it.
Now.
Sounds like you're overthinking. Just stop.
Yeah, please.
Just stop.
Young
Don't
man.
cheat on her. She's already in the 1%. You're not going to get better. You've recognized she's in the 1%. Stay with that woman, man. Throw a baby in her. I don't know why that's funny. Just throw a baby in her. And lock your future down.
Well, I feel like we also talked about love not being enough.
They must have nothing about love.
Okay,
Baby.
She loves him despite the fact that he can't really do much for her.
She doesn't ask him for anything.
Exactly. She doesn't ask for anything.
Baby.
But you don't think that in the long run that she's probably going to be like,
no,
maybe that he's not marriage material because he can't really do anything for me. If we get married, I'm still going to have to take
knows
care
that
of
now.
myself.
She already
knows
knows
that now, but you don't think that that's the kind of girl that will leave him for someone that has more money?
Who is she? No. She wouldn't waste her time now. She's in a 1%.
Agreed, yeah.
Where's my camera?
She knows she's not wasting her time.
She knows-
likes something
yes.
about him.
Yes.
She's hooked on him.
You can
She's
like
not asking him for
something about
bags.
him. You
bags,
can love
trips.
everything about him. Marriage is not just based on love.
But listen, if you're
thought that we
Amanda,
said that.
no, but
Now
Amanda,
we're like
no.
backtracking.
Amanda, we're not backtracking.
And we're telling this man, don't worry about a thing.
We're not.
We trying to give him confidence. Baby, my boy.
I feel scared.
At the end of the day, again, she has witnessed who he is.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that he is not in the same class with her.
She gonna bring him up too.
And agreed. Even honestly, if
Trying
they
to tell you what's going on.
if they're good on the relationship, and even without a baby, I know Rome is a proponent of that. But even without a baby, I think that if she likes him enough, she's like, all right, I'm in the 1%. I have enough for you, me, and 7 more generations.
Baby.
And this
Lock your future down.
And a man that a woman got to bring up. Got to bring up.
I'm sorry.
I could do this for you. I could do this for you. I could help you. I could do this.
But
I'm
Amanda,
the reason you're up here.
The reason is nuts.
Amanda,
Would she not be?
Amanda.
Would she not be the reason? She's in the 1%. And if he's right here, small apartment with his sister, budgeting his whole life, dating a 1%er, and she gets him from down here to up here, that's not something he's going to be concerned that she's going to hold over his head at some point, at any point.
Amanda.
Because he can't do that for himself.
She's already aware that he can't do it.
Thank you. She's already aware she's in the 1%. I think that is the that is like the key. That's the key component right here.
She has sex in the studio apartment already.
Probably with a mattress with no bed frame.
Raw.
Like I just
bed bugs.
Wait. Let's not give this young man bed bugs. But what I am saying is that she understands where he is. Yeah. And I think that she is totally okay with that, because asking someone to come from his humble beginnings to the 1% is, we'll pretty much say, impossible.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he doesn't have to try to get into the 1%. He just has to try to do better for himself, because honestly, I think that would make him look a whole lot better to her.
Amanda,
that this is a man that is trying to do better for himself.
Amanda, they're in grad school together. I think
they met in grad school. I don't think that they're still in grad school.
You dropped out?
I don't know, but
that wasn't a dropout.
If they met in grad,
they met in grad.
If they met in grad school, my assumption, could be wrong, likely not, but my assumption is that she sees that there is some level of potential there. Because if you just, I'm sorry, like if you're literally taking the test, paying for, taking loans out for, and dealing with the stress of grad school, you're not doing it for shits and giggles. So I think that she probably, one, she already recognizes that they're not on the same playing field financially or socially or whatever. But I think she's okay with it. And her being okay with it should mean that he should understand that he doesn't have to be like, oh my God, if we're going on vacation, she wants to go to like, I don't know, Greece versus Yellowstone.
Let's not forget that women love projects. She might be doing this and she might have a God complex. You don't know what she's into. She's in the 1%. They got that mighty brain that think they control everything. And she just might have that. She want to build a nigga, let her build a nigga. Be built.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
I'm not against it.
Baby, you young man, you thinking too much.
Love the projects. I don't want to be anywhere near a project.
The 1%.
And I also am not interested in building a nigga.
Okay.
But
you're not the 1%.
I digress.
I'm being honest. If I'm in the 1%, I really don't care about what you have. Like, I got enough of you, me, mama, your cousins, and 7 more generations. Like,
you have that money to control that man for the rest of your being, I guess.
But that all depends on how they operate in their relationship. But you know what? I'm going to let my good friend here.
Let the 1% control me. Shit. He's a humble person. And maybe in her 1%, there ain't no humble niggas around.
Good point.
So she could probably be like, oh, he's a man of the people. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Monogamy.
Can you close
Don't be talking about mommy here.
I'm not talking about it. No, I'm literally giving a perfect example.
Hit you, girl. Okay, well, this
She whispered that. Hits you, girl. That wine got you.
This has been a...
You see it? Because she was like this. She's doing that Tweety Bird thing. That's why I was laughing.
Oh, with all the loops.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode of 8 at the Table. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Patreon. Follow us on TikTok and Facebook, because we're doing really good over there. So you better follow us on everything. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Peace.